So if you have severe allergies and you're on a bunch of different medications for different things that are not for allergies, for example, I was 15 years ago, I was on 15 different medications and none of that was for allergies. And I weaned off of everything. So if you have severe allergies and it's springtime and you're allergic to snow mold and you have MCAS, mast cell activation syndrome, whether you know that or not, and you're taking all these medications for things that are not, the medications are not being prescribed for allergies. By the way, I'm not a medical person. This is just for entertainment purposes. These are just thoughts of my own opinion. So if you have severe allergies, you're sick with allergies in spring, snow mold, pollen, dust, and you have mast cell activation syndrome, and you're on all these medications that are not for allergies, asthma as well, right? And unbeknownst to you, you may be taking a couple or several medications that have powerful antihistamine properties, or they may be mast cell stabilizers. So unbeknownst to you, you may be on a few drugs that are inadvertently treating your severe allergies and diagnosed or undiagnosed MCAS. And you don't know that. And when you start these medications or whatever, you don't notice, you may not notice that your allergies are a lot better, but it just escapes you. You don't make the connection. And so let's say years later, you wean off of all these medications and your allergies are just severe. Your allergies and MCAS are just off the charts, and you're just literally trying to cope. And let's say too, as well, because this is what happened to me. Let's say your severe allergies. Have you ever seen somebody with severe allergies or MCAS or asthma shaking? Their nervous system, their immune system is just under attack, and their whole nervous system is under attack, and they're shaking, and they look scared because they don't know what's happening. And your severe allergies and MCAS can be misdiagnosed as anxiety, right? So what happens with a lot of us, we're prescribed benzodiazepines for anxiety. So it looks like, and you seem to be significantly better, and it's like, we're successfully treating your quote-unquote mental illness, when in fact your medical issues, your physical medical issues, MCAS, and severe allergies, severe allergic reactions, are successfully being treated with the benzos or other medications. Let's say you're being prescribed quetiapine off-label for sleep. Well, you can Google it. I'm not a doctor. Don't take, Google everything I tell you here, basically. But it's my understanding, if you're being prescribed quetiapine off-label for sleep, that has powerful, I think, antihistamine and mast cell properties to it. Trazodone has, I think, powerful antihistamine properties to it. Some of the benzodiazepines are mast cell stabilizers. So I was on a handful, unbeknownst to me, I was on a handful of different drugs that had powerful antihistamines properties to them, as well as multiple mast cell stabilizers. I weaned off of everything for health reasons. Here's the thing, a lot of these medications may be anticholinergics. So they adversely affected me cognitively, and adversely affected my memory and my thinking skills, and so they adversely affected my mind, right? But they helped the allergies and mast cell issues. So now here I am off of everything, and I am suffering like a dog. So I bought some quercetin. I don't know if that's going to help. Of course, I have vitamin C. I have an over-the-counter. Even when I was on all those medications, I was taking an over-the-counter antihistamine. But so, yeah, I'm kind of up the creek here, really, really suffering like a dog. But it's funny because these medical issues of these physical health issues of yours can be called mental health issues, and they're literally, inadvertently, unknowingly being successfully treated with medications that are considered psych medications, but they're helping your physical issues, which is fine, which is great if you can and choose to tolerate all the adverse effects. Like my memory was gone, for example. My allergies were way better, but my memory was gone. What if you had a choice, physical health or your mind? What would you choose? I feel like I've got my brain and my mind back. I feel like I got my brain and my mind back in exchange for much worse physical health. So right now my allergies are so severe that I feel like I'm out of my mind. And if you weren't smart enough to know what was happening, you could go to your doctor and easily be misdiagnosed, right? I don't know what's all going on here. I have Chiari malformation as well, and EDS, and my vision is blurry, my hearing is plugged, severe tinnitus. My nervous system is injured from a medical injury, severe insomnia, got all sorts of medical issues, but I noticed the past few days I'm much worse, and I think it's due to severe allergies. And so I'm wondering if there's any magical bullet that something I can take that's going to help me through this season. So really, like years ago, I was on a handful of antihistamines and mast cell stabilizers, and I didn't know it. But the trade-off wasn't worth it. I weaned off of all the medications so that I could get some other things properly diagnosed, because I was being continually misdiagnosed. And I think it's harder for medical providers to take you seriously when you're on a poo load of drugs, right? So I don't know. I'm not sure. I did tag, I posted this on another platform, and I'm tagged an allergist, board certified allergist. We'll see if they weigh in, if there's anything to help me out here.